So I saw the video of the Nigerian guy living in England that is now trending from yesterday, and I'm here to give my 2 cents on the video. Now, this young man is in London, and he said he called a friend and asked if he could come over because he's there, to spend the night. And he arrived, and when he arrived, he said inside the house is way more colder than outside. So he went outside from frustration, turned on his camera, started videoing the whole situation and complaining about how some people that leave Africa have decided to come to a so-called developed country and now living. And for him, it doesn't make sense to being in a house where inside is colder than outside. Now, is the high cost of living the reason for this type of disaster? Or is it the black tax? The people from the Caribbean or from the African continent, any one of the 54 countries that are living in the so-called developed country or so-called developed countries, and they have to take care of mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, auntie from extended family, nuclear family, you name it. What is the problem? Over the past couple of years, it has been a growing thing on social media of Caribbean people and African people complaining that they're fed up of taking on the responsibility of family members back home. Personally, if your mother or your father did the best they could to take care of you and you're in a developed place and you can afford to take care of them, you should. That's not a debate. If it was your aunt that raised you or your grandmother or your older sister or older brother, it's the same thing applies. You take care of them. But is it your duty and responsibility to be covering the entire family, nieces and nephew? No. The fact is, when you die, or if you die, and these people, they have to take care of themselves. So there is no way you should go to a developed country where your aim of going there is to thrive. Your aim is not to survive. Where you were surviving. And so now you are in a so-called developed country and you are now there to thrive. And if you're there surviving, again, then I don't see the sense you left your country in the first place. Day before yesterday, what day would that put me at? Saturday, there was a Jamaican girl on the internet on TikTok cursing, actually profanity, because she was stressed out. Her sister called and asked for money. She sent the money. 2 days later, she called and asked for $100, and then she started sending voice note that she needed. You're grown people. You need to find a job, a jobby. You know what's a jobby? A jobby is a job that you also like. It's a job and a hobby in one. The fact that so many people in the whole Caribbean and on the African continent keep looking for family members to take care of them is because you spoil them in the first place. Now, there is exception. I said that before. Mother, father that took care of you, I believe it's your responsibility if you're in the position to do the same. Aunt, uncle, older brother, sister, the same. But to be taking on the entire family when you yourself is not thriving where you are only surviving, this is outrageous. The amount of videos coming out of England within the last 3 years of how hard life is there, even some research they did said it's the most miserable country in Europe. And that's where you want people to work and send you money. People, you have to make a decision, especially if you're legal where you are. Because a lot of the times, a lot of us, we're building homes back home and businesses back there, and we're not even going to go there. And when we go there, we're 3 days away from dying, and they're trying to just get rid of us to get our assets. Live your life where you are. Okay? You can't be in England and don't know what the countries around England look like. Spend your money and enjoy yourself. Thrive. Go into another country, learn what it's like to be there. When you were hopping from one country to another illegally because you were fleeing as a refugee, if that's the strategy you did, that was a survival mood. You didn't get to enjoy, you didn't get to see. Now you work, use your money and enjoy yourself. Buy the furniture you want to buy the clothes you want to buy the shoes you want to buy, go to the gym you want to go to. buy the furnitures you want to buy. Live your life and enjoy yourself, because this life is very short and you don't know when it's going to go. Stop living in a mood of surviving, surviving, surviving. It was last year, November, a Nigerian girl said she had been living in England for the past 3 years and have never purchased a shoes for herself. She kept getting on me down from second-hand places. For what? If the village people is gonna lula-loo you, let them lula-loo you, because this is foolishness. And if you have to borrow money from the entire village to go overseas and you have to pay them back, maybe you should stay where you are. Because a lot of people keep thinking overseas is better, it's better. I was in a live a few days ago when the host of the live called someone naming it that I know very well from TikTok, but not personally. And this man is convinced that he needs to come to England and see what it's like. Everybody is always convinced that they just want to come and see what it's like. Well, there is a sea, there is land, there is air. Make your choice and come and figure it out. It is not as easy as you think it is. And for the people who are making it, they're making it for themselves, to give themselves and their children a better life. It's not to take on the entire family, the entire extended family, the entire village, friends and all type of stuff. If you can help, you contribute. But to be in a cold house, because you have to send money back home to take care of she and the old lady who are going to survive after you die, it's a waste of time. Every time there is something popped up, another African die on a bus, another one die on a train, you overwork, you're underpaid, and you just dying taking care of people that don't care about you. Because if you don't call, they don't call you. And every message you get is connected to a new bill. Outside is minus at the moment. You see what I have on? I'm running a 22 here. I'm running a 22 in my house. I am not going to be cold. I'm not going to do it. I'm from a warm environment. The cold and we are not friends. When Russia started the war in Ukraine, I did a video about it. I got some 3-4 bills with something between 800 and 1500 euro. I mean, at different times. I'm running my heater. The heating company and we will figure it out later. I am not staying in the cold. I don't wear extra clothes in my house. I don't, and my daughter don't. We are not going to be surviving in the Netherlands. I'd rather go to Jamaica and figure out how to survive there than survive here. No, here we're going to thrive. So this is what I'm going to wear with the minus outside and the heating system down there. It's going to go on 22. Now, the government advice is very wonderful, and I thank you for it, that we should keep it on 18 because it's financially good for us. But you can keep your financially good plan to yourself, because I am not going to be living in a freezing cold environment. No way. And do I think he have the right to say something? Yes. Because sometimes someone have to tell you that your bullshit needs to change. Pick yourself. Life is short. Life is short. Those people you're working to send to college and university, when they come out, they don't care about you. Ask all the people who did it. The family member you taking care of, the day when you're sick, they don't have the money to send into England to take care of you. Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, France, Canada. Nowhere. Nowhere. And let me be very clear. I'm not saying you can't take care of family, but this is too much. There was a Nigerian girl living in the Netherlands, married to a Dutch guy whose father died and left many houses in Nigeria and businesses. And even when she went back and signed over everything to them, they kept calling her for stuff, saying she's on TikTok remodeling her house. So therefore, they think she have money and should send extra money. What? The money you're using to purchase this expensive phone and clothes and shoes, use it and invest into a small business and develop yourself. People, choose yourself. Choose yourself. That's why Vladimir Putin said Africa is a graveyard. Because what a lot of you people are doing is building stuff you will never live in. Building stuff you will never use. Taking care of people who don't care about you. Love yourself. Self-love. This is where it starts. Me. I love you.